Yes.
Let's go on to Team Sweden, Jesse, because this is a team that is hampered by injuries, and guys like Leo Carlsson should be here, is not here. Ricard Raquel still got that potential injury. Elias Lindholm still got a potential injury. But let's start.
William Karlsson as well.
William Karlsson is even playing. Yeah, he's there.
Third line. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. But let's go through it. So on the top left, Kempe, Eriksson, Ek, Nylander. That's your top line. Forsberg, Lindholm, Raymond is your second line. That's crazy. Raquel, Pettersson, Zabinajad, and Landeskog, Pontus Holmberg, Leaf great, and Jesper Bratt. And then on defense, Gus Forsling and Rasmus Dahlin. That's going to be nasty.
Yeah.
Hedman and Rasmus Anderson on line 2, also nasty. Phil Broberg and Erik Karlsson on line 3. And in goal, Gustafsson, Markstrom, and Wallstedt. And if they're smart, Gustafsson and Wallstedt are the only goalies that play. No disrespect to Jake Markstrom, but this is one of Jake Markstrom's bad years, and we know how he operates. It's one bad year for every 2 good years. So put Wallstedt and Gustafsson in there. Good for the Wild, by the way, for having that. And Wenberg, Ekman Larson, Marcus Johansson, and Hampus Lindholm. Are on this. So what's so interesting to me is Ekman Larson and Hampus Lindholm are unbelievable defensemen, and technically speaking, not in the lineup as of now. I would imagine that if we're starting on defense here, Hampus Lindholm is the 7th defenseman that's dressed. But I think Oliver Ekman-Larsson needs to get into that top 6. Maybe I'm biased, but he's been spectacular.
OEL plays both sides, right?
Yeah.
Which to me makes him a better option for number 7.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because he's a Leaf. I'm saying that, like, if any... Okay, Broberg goes down.
There
goes OEL.
It's like having a utility infielder on your bench who can play all the positions in the infield, as opposed to just like a second baseman who can only play second base.
We're playing great. Oh, Rasmus Anderson got hurt.
Yeah.
Throw an OEL.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
That's a really good point.
This defense, besides being pretty strong with the puck, is tough as fucking nails. These guys are mean. Forsling Dahlin. Yuck. Hedman, like Rasmus Anderson is tough enough, but Hedman's a bastard on his own. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson, not a guy to be messed with either. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, and you left one guy off the tough list.
Well, Carlson's not tough.
Yeah.
And I don't think Broberg's like mean.
Adam, what are your true thoughts on Erik Karlsson's game?
I think he's a fantastic puck-moving defenseman who's working really well in Dan Muse's system. I think if it's a tight game and you want defensive defense, you better hope Lindholm or Ekman-Larsson are dressed. That's where I think you switch out, right? Yeah. I trust Ekman-Larsson or Lindholm far more in that 6 spot in a tight game, than I would Erik Karlsson. I think that's fair.
I just know you're not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of his attitude when he's losing.
Yeah,
but he's an all-world first ballot Hall of Famer.
Steve.
So here's what's always a fascinating aspect of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Internal team politics. Right? Scratching Karlsson, there's an argument for it. How on earth do you do it?
Not an option.
Like, most justifiable decision you can make. Wallstedt backs up Gustafsson. You know how I know it works?
It works.
The Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
Look at their numbers. And like, they know each other's game day routine. They talk to each other on the bench all the time. They bounce off each other. Hey, what do you see in here? What do you see in there? Is that not the most logical thing? Nah. Let's just throw that out the window to put in an older goalie who has had a far inferior season to Wallstedt. You know what I mean? Now, that's the way it's listed.
Who knows?
Who knows what they actually do, but I think it would make Gustafsson better to have Wallstedt, and it would make Wallstedt better to have Gustafsson. So, internal team politics, huge role in every team, and
how about
Sweden's,
this?
And Erik Karlsson's gonna play because he has to.
Well, he has
35 and Erik Karlsson.
Jake Markstrom's save percentage this year. Can anyone hazard a guess?
894.
Jesse.
888.
882.
Oy,
what are we even doing? Now, Wallstedt's got the injury thing, but it's he was just had an illness, so I think he'll be fine. To me, it's time for the young guys to take over Sweden's goaltending. Now let's go down to the power play.
Speed. By
You don't want to do the forward?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, sure. We can do the forward group. Why not? Okay. I think in terms of scoring up the middle, you are going to miss Leo Carlsson here. I mean, he was on until mid-December. He's got the left thigh tear, I think. He was on such an unbelievable heater that Eriksson Ek, very strong forward, obviously, for the Minnesota Wild. Lindholm doesn't score like he used to when he was playing between Tkachuk and Gaudreau, and I don't know if he ever will again. Pettersson hasn't scored since he signed the extension, and Pontus Holmberg is where offense goes to die. So up the middle, guys, like I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, strong defensive, no question. The goals are going to have to come from the wings.
They remind me of the Minnesota Wild in the way up the middle is the light point in this lineup, and they're so strong on the wings and defense and in goal. They have the Wild's goaltenders, and then Eriksson Ek, their number one center.
I'm fascinated by how Sweden deploys Pontus Holmberg. Fascinated by that because it's based on the way he played last year. It's shocking he's there at all. But he's had a much better season in Tampa. John Cooper friggin' loves him, and he's good enough to be Canada's coach, so you might know a thing or two about this player. But also, he's kind of a Swedish Army knife. You could play him at any one of the 3 forward positions. Mm-hmm. So how many face-offs does he take? What end does he take them in? Do you have him in a penalty killing role? Are you up 1? Who do you throw out there? My assumption is Joel Eriksson Ek. But I'm fascinated by how the new guy plays.
Right.
As of now,
Pontus Holmberg, if we're being honest, he's not in the lineup if Leo Carlsson is healthy.
Yeah.
Like in a paper world where all this is just outlined, everybody's perfectly healthy, he's not there.
No.
And by the way,
Elias Pettersson, shot blocking king.
He's not listed. Holmberg is not listed on the PKA currently either.
No,
So he doesn't need to be.
No, he doesn't. But I just think that would be his role if you were going to do it.
And Brott on your 4th line is nuts.
Holmberg, Brott is going to be an interesting combo.
Yeah, Brott was, to me, a top 3, top 2 forward on Sweden at the Four Nations.
By the way.
Bratt.
Sorry,
so I don't think
making that mistake.
I don't think Bratt's going to stay there. I think he's going to supplant Zibanejad at very least.
Adam, is it going to be Bratt Winner?
It might be Bratt Winner. I think, no disrespect to Mika Zibanejad, but I think he's had a rough year, and I think there are, as you said, team internal politics. You can't put Mika Zibanejad on the 4th line to start, but if Bratt has a really good game, I don't see Raquel, Pettersson, Bratt. I mean, listen, the guys ahead of him are Nylander and Raymond, so it's hard to imagine him getting higher than that. But I think that 3rd line might need a Jesper Bratt, and then Zibanejad, Landeskog, and Holmberg make up the 4th line. That's still a very strong.
I think this team is going to score a lot more goals than people think. They have a lot of good finishers.
Swedishers, actually.
The way they're built is kind of, all right, the center takes all defensive duty. Mm-hmm. Wings.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Philip Forsberg fly.
Phil Forsberg's gonna have a good time.
I think it might be just like really advantageous to them that they don't have a bunch of high scoring centermen, and that the guys who should be the most defensively responsible can play that position on the ice, and that they can let the wings go wild and the centermen just like do the responsible things against guys like McDavid and Crosby and McKinnon. Like
wings, green light, and in terms of generating offense, look at their D. They'll be fine.
Yeah, and then all the puck movers on the back end. I don't know. I think Sweden's a little underrated here.
I think they're a sleeper.
Yeah.
And I think, they do have Wenberg in the press box too. And Mojo, Marcus Johansson's had a good year.
Brody can't be there.
Yeah.
James Carlson. But
yeah, bummer for them. Let's move to the power plays and penalty kills here. So power play 1's got Bratt, Eriksson Ek, Raymond, Nylander, and Dahlin.
Those are some killer shots.
And then power play 2's got Forsberg, Lindholm, Kempe, Raquel, and Erik Karlsson. And I think that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, same evaluation.
True.
Those are some killer shots.
On the PK 1's Zibanejad, Eriksson Ek, which makes sense, Forsling and Anderson. And then number 2, Pettersson, Bratt, Hedman, and Karlsson. Erik Karlsson killing penalties. He's been doing it in Pittsburgh too.
We'll see if they end up going with this, but
I would think that if they're going to dress a 6th defenseman or 7th defenseman, I could see a Lindholm or a Ekman Larson.
That'd be an interesting way for a coach to use the 7th defenseman in 13-4, just like you're exclusively PK guy. On
Why
like,
not?
both units? Like that would be really interesting.
Especially when you got Carlson on the power play already, right? Like, free him up to do what he does.
It's sort of what Canada did with Patrice Bergeron in 2010. Like, it's crazy because it's Patrice Bergeron, but if you go look, he barely played. Right? So
Also,
you can have specialists.
Double IHF. It's kind of a stupid rule.
Well,
They have a lot of stupid
speaking of stupid rules,
What about 12 and 6?
special teams, like, I'm glad we're going through them because I think in international hockey, it's a far greater factor than it is in the NHL.
Yep.
The NHL is going backward in that regard. Like, you're just allowed to do whatever the hell. I think,
In many regards.
oh yeah, I think the double IHF rules are going to be a culture shock for a lot of these players.